Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review and recap for the Real World season Homecoming season 2. Um, I don't even know what episode it is. I think it's episode 4, maybe episode 5. I cannot remember. I want to say it's episode 5, but it's episode 5. So where we last left off, for some ungodly reason, um, baby girl, what's her name? What her name is? Beth was in her feelings, and then trying to be polite to this nigga, asking him not to smoke or blow his smoke at people, and then next thing you know, he's calling her Karen. And then he had to put his daughter into the. Still don't understand what the point is of talking about my daughter. Your daughter, what's your daughter gonna do? It's nothing but stay out of grown folks' business. Like, I don't understand why you putting your. Okay, it never been. Let's just see what happens in this episode. I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna stress myself out. As you can tell, I'm clearly in the middle of getting ready for the day, so ignore the laundry on my bed. Moving on. Mind the business that pays y'all. Okay, thanks, appreciate it. Let's get into this episode. So they're trying to dump me immediately. Listen, I can't even get my makeup finished. They're trying to dump me immediately. Listen, I'm trying not to cry. That's why I ain't put the other eyeliner on yet, because Lisa's and I'm trying not to cry. And because they come back and they get back to the house, and they're discussing it. The message comes in and it's talking about Tammy having her abortion. And Irene, like, you see Tammy going through it, and her mom, who has since passed away, rest in peace to Miss Tammy's mama, and what she went through and the feelings that she had afterwards. And if we're going to be, let's be fully transparent, I too had an abortion. Um, my decision My decision was a little different because I was much younger than these women were at the time that it happened. And they could kind of make a mature decision about, you know, who it was that they were pregnant by, what it is that they had going on, and all of those things. I was 16. And the decision at first, when I first got pregnant, was you're going to have this baby and you're going to marry the man who got you pregnant. Um, and then cooler heads prevailed, because that was the first hot-headed decision that came from my parents. Um, my dad's a pastor. My mama was a first lady. All of those things. I'm a PK. So me, youngest baby girl, getting pregnant at the time at 16 was not ideal. And after a couple of days of marinating and praying on it, and talking to, and like, my mama took me to a therapist to sit down and talk to, like, do you feel like, and ask me the hard questions of, do you feel like right now you have the tools today to be a good parent, to, and this was to help me make the decision about what to do, to keep the baby, to have the baby and give it up for adoption, to have an abortion, what it is that I needed to do. That was the right decision for me. And thank God for me having the mother that I have, who, after she had her initial trigger pull reaction, you getting married, you having this baby, we not doing this, to take a step back and say, that's the decision that I want to make for you at my big age. Like, if I found myself into this situation. But you, 16-year-old Ebony, I need to give you the tools and resources to make the right decision about what is best for your life. And so she took me to a therapist so I could sit down and talk and weigh out the decisions. And even though I was extremely mature, even the therapist said that to some of my answers about being a parent and, you know, coping and all that good stuff, I knew I wasn't ready. I knew that it wasn't feasible. I was a junior in high school at the time. It wasn't feasible. It wasn't smart. None of those things for me to have a baby at that time. Um, so I did not have that baby. And I too went through, after the procedure, even though, I did not share this with anybody, there was the guilt, the shame, the I did the wrong thing. God is not going to forgive me for this. Um, all of those things happened. But I came to the realization that um, it was the right choice. It was the right thing for me to do. And clearly, I didn't learn my lesson because 2 years later, I got pregnant by the same man. And my son is 26, he'll be 27 on his next birthday. That's my heart. That is my love. Um, so there is that. Now, the fact that John, who is uber religious, and so am I, um, but I'm uber religious with common sense, I think. And I think that's the difference, because he's like, I still feel the same way about the issue. First of all, it is not your body, so nobody cares what you think about the issue. Nobody cares, beloved. Nobody. Let me be very clear. Just in case you were confused about what's happening here, nobody gives a good goddamn what you think about this particular subject. That's cute that you have an opinion on it, but opinions like assholes. Everybody's got one. We don't necessarily need. This is not an issue for you. This is not a decision that you're ever going to have to face. This is not. You are never going to find yourself pregnant, sir. We don't care what you think. But he wasn't browbeaty about it. He was just like, I feel the same way that I did then, now that I did back then. Cute. Thank you for sharing. But Irene admitted that she had an abortion, and Beth A had an abortion as well. So it is not uncommon for that to be the decision that you have to make, especially if you are not prepared mentally, physically, monetarily to be a parent to a child. And it just is what it is. Child, okay. This is a lot and this is heavy. Let's hopefully some fooling. David ain't said nothing. I hope he keep his mouth shut. But I have a feeling that ain't. Oh, Jesus. Let's go. Also, we talked more about Glenn. I almost forgot. We also talked more about Glenn and his wife and the second lady who he was with for 4 years, who passed away, and how he's still hurting, and the only tattoo he has was on his ring finger. They got matching tattoos to symbolize their relationship. But I'm sure, hopefully, we get more out of Glenn if he's willing to share. We will see. Not Beth S2. Not Beth S2 had an abortion, and then she waited until she pulled Tammy to the side to tell her. She didn't feel comfortable enough to share in front of, because John again inserted himself into the situation, talking about he didn't approve, he don't like it, but he understand that's the best decision that she had to make for herself and all of that good stuff. And I guess that judgment was just too much for Beth, because she didn't share that she had an abortion in front of John. She pulled Tammy to the side, and she was like, I just didn't feel comfortable enough to do it at there. But she waited, and the first time she got sex, she got pregnant, and she had an abortion. Same, boo. Same. She's like, I fell in love, and okay, cool. All right. Understandable. All right. It still feels very, I'm trying to keep this pristine image. I don't want people to know that I'm human and make mistakes. Okay, sure. Let's continue. These children have got to learn to respect people's boundaries. So they get an incoming message, and they talk about Joshua Tree, and they're sending them back to Joshua Tree. This time it's gonna be fancy, blah blah blah. Tammy is like, listen here, I love all of y'all, but the last time we was at Joshua Tree, and I'm triggered, and I'm in my feelings about my mama, and this is I'm telling you, this is not what the Lord wants for me right now, so I'm not going to participate. I'll be here I'm going to go stay at a hotel. I'll be here when you guys get back. Y'all go have a good time and everything else. Now, Beth and David is like, well, she should be made to go blah 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 blah. Y'all are grown adults at this point. She said, I no, this is a boundary. No, I'm not doing it. So she's not doing it, and y'all just move on. Like, calm down. It ain't that deep. For real. It just ain't. I wish the hell. Because I wouldn't want to go neither. Alright, let's get back into it. Why they complaining I'll put my lashes on? Shit. Alright, so they get to Joshua Tree, and guess who's... I'm sorry, y'all. I know my voice is horrible today. But they get to Joshua Tree. And guess who's waiting there for them? But no one other than Eric Nies from the original New York cast of Real World. And apparently, during the first season, he got COVID and he couldn't participate and all that good stuff. So, he's there to help them heal their inner child and do their spiritual work and journey. He's the Iyanla for this season, apparently. And he was like, who's missing? And they was like, Tammy is missing. He's like, the last time she came to Joshua Tree, it was not a good experience for her, and she just doesn't want to relive it. And he was like, okay, cool, understandable. I get it wholeheartedly. Y'all, I feel like I want to put some nails on. I don't know, that just hit me from out of nowhere. And I got some nails for Christmas from my nieces. Thank you, Tiara. I also got this necklace. Wait. I got this necklace from my babies, my nieces. It's just the letter E. So, yeah. Now they're all around. First of all, where they're staying is absolutely beautiful. It's a castle. It's like elevated camp. It's the only way you will get me to go camping is if it looks like this. Because otherwise, I'm like, Tammy, I'll be at the hotel. Y'all call me when y'all ready to come back. But Eric is there to help facilitate some spiritual healing and things that need to be done with these children. I hope David and what's the baby's name who lost his wife, him and David get the most out of this whole situation, because I feel like those are the two who absolutely need it the most. So while I'm watching the rest of this, because there's like maybe 15 minutes left in the episode, I'm gonna start putting on nails, and I've let my hair down. I need to brush it out and all that good stuff so I can finally be done for the day. There's 2 videos worth of, and I still ain't finished with my stuff. It's all right. Let's go. Okay, so one of the people who needs the most healing work done, David, has decided his stomach is too sensitive to, and he doesn't want to participate in the work being done. That is where we are with that. I feel like I had to make a bigger hole. There we go. Because the glue wasn't coming out. I don't know what the hell was going on. Yeah. I don't. Like I said, the one person who needed all of the medicines has decided he don't want to partake. Okay. All right. Okay, so during the ritual, a mouse rolls into the tent. I'm sad to say this is when I would have checked out. This is when I would have been like, oh, this is a hint that I shouldn't be here, so I gotta go, cause mice and me, that's not what the Lord wants for me in my life. But Glenn tells this amazing story about his girlfriend Kim and how when in their home, like if there were mice in the home, she wouldn't let the dog or the cat get the mouse. She would get the mouse and she would talk to the mouse and be like, be calm, I'm gonna save you, I'm not gonna let them get you. And then she would take the mouse outside and save the mouse. And he was like, I literally have videos of her doing this, and the mouse came right up to him and like pecked him on the hand. It was Kim. Listen, in my feelings, this whole episode, I'm too sick for this. I can't. It's too much. It's just entirely too much. But it was a great experience. I feel like, and he was like, I don't want to talk about the tragic way she died. This was her saying to remember me for the good things that I did in my life, and not focus on the way that I left here, which is very beautiful. And I agree 1,000%. Now it's the next morning, and Eric is like, does anybody have an amazing dream that they want to share? And David is about to say something, and I hope it's not crazy. And I'm almost done with my nails. So let's go. Oh, wait, I had to pause, y'all. Okay, so that was I was not expecting. That's not what I was expecting to happen. But they get back and they tell Tammy about the rat, the prairie mouse. It wasn't a rat. It was a little mouse. It was a tiny little mouse. And so Tammy was like, and y'all didn't scream? Thank you, Tammy. And listen, I had the same, because I'm not a mouse person. One day I'll tell the story about me and the mouse when I was pregnant. But it's a short story. It's very funny. I'm still mad at my family to this day because they break out into hysterical laughter every time this story is told. But so Glenn is saying that, you know, he feels like today is the day he finally needs to get some closure about the thing with Kim. And so what he decides to do is he decides to go get his tattoo lasered off. And he felt like that was symbolic of him letting go of the relationship, letting go of Kim, you know, so he can move on with his life. I respect his decision. It is what it is. If that's what he feels like, that's the closure that he needs to move on and be in a healthier place about what happened with her, then so be it. That just seemed a little extreme, but that's just me. So he and Beth went and he got it lasered off. Oh, and David's dream was about him and a bunch of women having sex. Okay, David, thank you so much. We appreciate you, baby. All right. And that is how the episode ended. I still have to comb my hair, and then I'll be done for the day with my get ready. This is it. But yeah, that's how the episode ended. It was heavy and healing at the same time, and I appreciated this episode. This is turning out to be a really good season. So jump down in the comments, let's talk about it. I'm still waiting for the left turn with David, because I'm on eggshells, like I can feel it coming. But this has been my review and recap for The Real World Homecoming Season 2, Episode 5. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kin, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.